Hello guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be working on my 2018 Chevrolet Silverado. I'm going to be installing the fender liners underneath the rear wheel wells on this thing. And what this will do is give you some protection underneath here from the elements so it doesn't splash the water and snow and salt. This should be the same for a GMC Sierra or a Chevy Silverado. Like I said, this one will be for a 2014 through a 2018. I'll put some links down below for your older trucks as well as a new one. First thing to get started here, we're going to take these mud flaps off, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull this wheel off. I've seen people do this with the wheels on, but it's just much easier if you pull that wheel off. If this sounds like something you want to know more about, welcome to the Bald Eagle 242 YouTube channel. All right, once you've got the wheel off, go ahead and take your mud flap off. There's 4 Torx screws right here. These are a T15. I'll put a link to some of these down below if you don't have any Torx bits. These Lexavon bits are very easy to use, very handy. Put that off, and again, you can put this back on when you're done if you want to. I'm going to be putting fender flares on this thing too, so I will not be putting the mud flaps back on. Not real sure if this piece on the back side needs to come off or not, but I'm going to go ahead and take it off just in case. There are a couple little push pins here on the back side. Just take a screwdriver or a body removal tool. These can be a little tricky to get out, but ended up pushing that out from the top. Get both of those out and get this out of the way. There's one more of those push pins back in behind here. All right, and hopefully I can just pull that right off of there. There's 2 pins there that just push up into the fender there. And I really, again, I don't know if I need to take this off or not, but it'll give me a good chance to clean all the road grime and crap out of there. If not, we'll put it back on. All right, now once you get everything all out of there, just clean this out really well. Make sure there's no road grime and debris down in there. You go to put your liner in, look right here, you'll see it says DS on one and PS on the other. That's for driver's side and passenger side. All right, and once you get everything lined out, just kind of collapse this thing down on itself. Just fit it in there as best you can. And if it's really cold, you might want to warm this thing up a little bit so it doesn't crack. Just kind of work that in behind that fender and push it up in there as best you can. It's a tight fit. All right, actually something I neglected to do. I had to pull this liner back out off camera, but up in here, there's a hole right here and a hole right here. I'm gonna go around the other side and show you on the other side of the truck. But there are 2 little rubber plugs that have to come out before you put this liner in. I didn't think you needed to see me put this in out of here twice. I'm gonna go around the other side now and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, I'm on the other side now. I don't have the wheel off of this side yet, but right up in here, underneath the wheel well, right up here, there's a little plastic plug, and this, you have to pull this out so you have a place to put the, just pull that out of there. And then that creates a hole right there where you can put the push pin that goes in to hold this liner on. All right, and then back on the other side now, got the liner back in here, and there's 2 different sizes of these push pins. Take the larger of these 2 pins, and that's what goes up in there and up in here on this side. And once you get your fender liner in there and get all the pins in it, you've got one here on the back, one down here in the back corner. You got the 2 in the top, and you got one here in the front, one in the center there. You can go ahead and put this factory fender mud flap back on there if you prefer. I'm not going to put that back on because I'm going to be putting some aftermarket fender flares on here that don't work with this factory mud flap. So all I'm going to do is just take a couple of the original screws, go ahead and put them back in here in these bolt holes, and that'll help hold this liner on. And then the fender flare will go around this on the outside. Once you get those T15 head Torx screws in there, go ahead and tighten them down, and that'll pretty much ensure this fender liner is not going to come back out. And then that liner keeps a nice clean look inside of this fender well. You've got all the holes filled in, so it keeps all the dust, dirt, and debris out of there. And guys, if you like this video, I'm also going to be putting fender flares on this truck as well as a few other projects. Check out this video right here if you're interested in seeing more stuff on this truck. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.